Hey guys, what's going on? It's Reed. Thank you so much for joining me today on the channel where we are ending the stigma of mental health as we know it. This channel is all about spreading love, joy, hope, inspiration, motivation, but then overall positivity with the whole giant world of the internet so people know they are not alone in this life and that this life is worth living. Before we get started, make sure to like this video, share it up with everyone you know, whether you think they need it or not, but then also subscribe to this channel to keep tabs on what I'm doing, videos coming out, but just come along this journey with us. We all have our struggles and hardships and lessons to be learned, so I am in this with you no matter what. I will always be here to love and support you, as I hope you are here to love and support me as well. Before we get started, just don't acknowledge my voice throughout all of this. I had to go back to work and my voice is clearly not used to talking to as many people as I have been lately, so just bear with me. I sound like 18 octaves lower than I normally do, I think, but that's okay. Here we go. This video is all about turning our pain into power. I have made a video kind of similar to this, but we are going to take this into a whole other direction. We can turn our pain into power in so many different ways and different aspects of life, so this is just going to be a different version of how we can do that. I will always use my personal stories to relate to you in the best way I can. A lot of them have to do with either like trauma from when I was a kid or situations of when my parents separated and how that affected me, or a lot of the time it will be relationship based. I struggle a lot with relationships and love because that's just who I am. It's something I'm working towards every day, so this will be a solid example of how I turn relationship pain into power. So overall story, long story short, I was with a guy, thought I was madly in love with him, we lived together, and then he broke up with me. I was pretty devastated for a couple months, but clearly I got through it because look at me, just thriving. But I was really devastated for a while. I just felt very unloved, unworthy, unappreciated, disrespected, and not even like relationship worthy or worthy of love. So what I have learned from that, it has been about a year and a half since we broke up. And I'm going to walk you through everything in my life that has happened that never would have happened if he wouldn't have called it quits. First one, I would never live alone if it wasn't for him. I've always wanted to live alone, have my independence. I'm a pretty independent person, minus the social aspect. I'm pretty much an extrovert, but I like to be by myself. I was always too scared to live alone. I thought it was going to be scary. I thought I would get super lonely and depressed. And I always just had to have that roommate. I never thought I could do it financially. I thought I always needed that crutch of somebody else to help me with monthly payments on rent and electric and water, etc. I live alone now. I moved in by myself 3 months after we broke up. The first 3 months I lived with my mom so I could get something figured out because it was like a breakup, move 2 days later, now what situation. But 3 months later, I moved in by myself. And guys, it was the best thing I could have ever done. I couldn't imagine having a roommate anymore. I mean, of course I'll have a roommate when I get married and I'll have, and have kids because I don't have a ton of roommates. But I couldn't imagine my life with a roommate. I love doing what I want when I want. I love not having somebody nag about the dishes or the trash or if my room or bathroom's messy. I absolutely love it. I love being able to record this video in my empty apartment and no one has to, I feel like no one's there to judge me for it. It's so great. I also never would have probably got my friends back. Sometimes I become very codependent in relationships. I put all of my energy on them. I put them on this pedestal. They are the king of my life and I am there to serve them. It's a very toxic trait I have that I am continually trying to work on with myself, but it's a little tricky because I get caught up. But I lose my friends in those situations. I will put them first. If they don't, for with him, he didn't really like drink, didn't want to go out. He was a homebody, so he wanted to stay at home. That is fine, that's who he is. But I lost myself during that. I didn't go hang out with my friends anymore because I wanted to be with him because he was like the light of my life at that time. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't go to company outings. I didn't go to concerts. I stopped doing things that I loved. I stopped going to the gym as much because when I get super, like that happy weight, you get super happy and you feel like you don't need it anymore. I need the gym to thrive. I really do. But I stopped doing that. So with him breaking up with me, I started going to the gym again. I started hanging out with my friends again. I moved in by myself. What? Like, That's absolutely incredible. It's some very small things, and some like people, I really hope, never lose themselves to relationships like that, but I know we do because we're human and we're girls, we get emotional and attached, and it is what it is. But I started living my life again, and it was very exciting. I started becoming more focused on mental health and kind of the passion that I wanted to explore further for my future. Now I have a YouTube channel. What? I'm just so in shock that I've been able to do all this stuff, and I've been able to take that breakup and learn so much from it. I'll even use another example from my life. Even like talking to guys, like the talking stage of dating or whatever people want to call that now. I tend to lose myself. I will do anything for them, blah, blah, blah. I already told you that a couple minutes prior. So since then, he was always very motivated to like do his own thing and put his own passions to the forefront. And I was just like, why have I never done that? And so I was able to turn even that relationship, situationship, whatever we want to call it, I was able to turn that into this. I was always so scared to start a YouTube channel, and I was always so scared to start anything, but now I'm working towards my goals. If I never would have gotten broken up with, I never would have gotten this far. I wouldn't be sitting right here making this video for you guys to try to help you guys see that we can turn our pain into power no matter what, no matter the circumstance. If you lose your job, we're going to use the quarantine pandemic situation as well. I became unemployed. I'm a hairstylist. We can't cut hair when we're this far from people's faces. Not possible. So we closed down. So a lot of people became unemployed. So we'll use this similar to as if you were to lose your job. That is when this YouTube channel started. That is when I got the idea to start an apparel line that gives back to mental health. None of that would have grown or sprouted or became a thing if I wouldn't have lost my job. We can turn that pain into power. If you lose your job, what do you want to do? What's your dream job? What are those goals you want to strive for? What brings you life again? Focus on those things. It could be the dream job. It could be a hobby. It could be a craft. It could be any type of skill. But if you have the chance and you have the opportunity, go for it. I'm not saying you need a lot of money to do it. You don't need to go take out a loan. Just focus on it. Do your research right now until you can get more money to really start it. Do your research. Read books. Start to write down a plan. Start to get ideas. Start designing what you want your logo or marketing plan or t-shirt, in my case, t-shirt design to be. Start now. Turn losing that job into the next chapter of your life, because it will get you further and further every single day. And just be thankful to have lost that job. If you are financially hurting, that money will come back. And it could come back because of what now you're working on. Let's use that. That relationship that broke you, use that to drive you forward. If you have lost somebody in your life, turn that into something. Take that grief and that anger and that sadness and really put it onto something. Embrace your feelings of grief and anger and all that. Embrace it, but then use it. Embrace it and use it and move forward. Use it to make you the best version of yourself. I am a firm believer that the universe or God or whatever you want to believe in this life, I'm a firm believer that the universe gives, we're just going to say universe because it's a very not blah, but it's a very just like neutral thing. The universe will only give you things that is going to make you who you're supposed to be. It's definitely going to suck. I definitely didn't see my life without my 7-year boyfriend. I definitely didn't really see the breakup coming with the boyfriend that I was just talking about. I didn't see quarantine coming, but I didn't see this. I didn't see a YouTube channel. I didn't see an apparel line. I didn't see me golfing. I golf now, which I picked up on quarantine. Look at that. I have a new lifelong hobby that I can do and practice on because I lost my job. Use your pain, turn it into power. Turn your pain into power. Turn your pain into power. I'm so weird. That's all right. I don't care. But we're going to learn to use that. We're going to learn to use that to push us forward and motivate us. Take any situation that has hurt you, whether it be a friend backstabbed you, you lost a relationship, you lost a loved one, you lost a job, you wrecked your car, blah, blah, blah. Use it. Turn your pain into power. it will change your life. It will not be an easy journey. It will take different steps and processes. And will you be hurt along the way? Yes. Things will go slower than you expected. Things might go faster than you expected. It might blow up. It might take a minute. But this is where we also learn patience. I have learned more patience in this last year and a half since that breakup than I ever probably would have. I have never felt better about myself. And guys, if you're not, let's say you have a breakup and a year and a half later you're not where I am at, that is okay. You don't have, we're not the same people. We're not on the same page. We're not on the same level. Everyone is going through different journeys at different stages in different parts of their life, and that is okay. We will all get there. In our own little way, we will all get there no matter what, because like I said, the universe, God, or whoever has a plan for me and you. So that is that. From now on, we are going to turn our pain into power, and we are going to really be acknowledging and show gratefulness and be thankful and show happiness and joy for everything that has happened in our past, because it has made you who you are today, and that is something you can never have taken from you. You are becoming stronger and more loving every single day, and I have all the faith and confidence that you will do absolutely great things in this life no matter what. You will struggle, you will have hard times, but you will also thrive, and you will become bigger and better than you could have ever imagined, and I am so happy that that is coming for you. Continue to smile and laugh and just have your life filled with joy and peace, and surround yourself with people who love you and that you love. Never let this world get you down. It can be a very scary place. Embrace those emotions when you do feel down, but then move forward and learn from them. You are becoming your best and truest self every single day, and I know it. I have all the confidence in you. I hope you have confidence in yourself as well. I'm always here for you no matter what, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram. My Instagram will be put in the very last slide of this video, so always reach out if you need me. I will always be here. If I can't help you personally, I will try to guide you in the right direction. But overall, I am just a listening ear and a positive person that you can have around you that will always tell you that this life is worth living, and I will try my best to give you reason upon reason of why. Have an absolutely amazing day. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, take care.